daddy says I'm a special little guy.
I'm a princess.
And I am a prince.
Mom says I'm an angel sent down from the sky.
My daddy says I'm a special little soldier. No one is as handsome, strong as me. It's true, he indulges my tendency to bulge, but I'm his little soldier. 1, 2, 4, 3. My mommy says I'm a miracle. One look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day God taught the umbilical cord, it's been clear as a clear for a miracle like me. Miracle, one look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day God taught the umbilical cord, it's been clear as the clear for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a miracle, that I'm a shining here's a miracle. You can see how cynical, but it's a truth of miracle. It's not a miracle, miracle as miracle as.
My mommy says I'm a lousy little worm. My daddy says I'm a bore. My mommy says I'm a jumped up little germ. That kids like me should be against the law. My daddy says I should learn to shut my pie hole. No one likes a smart-mouthed girl like me. Mom says I'm a good case for population control. Dad says I should watch more TV. Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Stop scaring your mother with that book, boy.
I'm a girl.
And she keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry. It's not good for a girl to be all thinking. Look, honestly, I'm quite straightforward. Yes, sir, I'm sorry. Okay, bye. I am trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my life, and I have listened to this. What about me? The house full of actors. Dinners don't microwave themselves, you know. I'm not going to be Trevor. It's going to shake and talk to you for the rest of the evening. But I'm going to make us rich. How rich? Very rich. Russian businessman. Very, very stupid. Your genius husband going to sell 155 old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
That's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the Russians?
Fair. Listen to me, boy.
I'm a girl.
Fair to make anyone like you. Thick-headed, twin-brain. All I have to say is thank heavens Michael's inherited your genius man's brains. Hey, son.
Michael.
Well, she's too much for it. I should spend it. But I shouldn't enjoy it because the squid spoke to me tonight. This is all your fault. With your stupid books and your stupid reading.
That's not right.
Look, you're off to school today, so now you know your head mistress. Agatha Trunchbull. I've told her all about you. A scary woman she is. Big, strong, and horrifying. Just imagine what she is going to do to a horrible, revolting little goblin like you, boy.
I'm a girl.
That's a bench, you little bookworm.
went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they said the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. We're told we have to do what we are told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're the tall, you can do well, aren't you? Mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top of you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Clever blonde hair guy, extra strong. Keep out of reach of children. Oil of violet hair tonic for men. Yup.
In business, son, a man's hair is his greatest asset. Good hair is good brain. Once.
Your hair, it's green.
My hair is green.
What? Michael, why on earth did you do that?
Maybe you used some of Mummy's peroxide by mistake.
Exactly what you done, you stupid man!
But my hair, my lovely, beautiful, distinguished hair. I have my deal today. The Russians. What am I gonna do?
I know what you could do.
What?
You could pretend you're an elf.
What are you talking about, you stupid fool? That boy is a loony.
Mom, would you like to hear a story?
Don't be disgusting. The sooner I left up in that school, the better. Matilda, it's a pleasure to see you here in the library again.
Yes. I mean, my mom wanted me to stay at home with her, but I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And do you tell them stories like you tell me? Oh, I love your stories, Matilda. To him, by the way.
Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an escapologist and an acrobat, fell in love and got married.
Kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts. And not just to see their skill, but also to see their love for one another.
Cats would purr as they passed them, and dogs would weep with joy.
We do not have a child.
Their sadness overwhelmed them, and their work became the only place that they could escape the tragedy of their lives. So, they decided to perform the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It is called...
Burning woman, hurling through the air, with dynamite in her hair, over sharks and spiky objects,
Caught by the man locked in the cage.
and it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man.
It is our destiny.
Well, what happened?
I don't know yet. Find us found till see tomorrow.
After your first day of school.
Mom says I'm an angel.
What's business?
Physical education is Trunchbull's specialty.
Mom, I'm a miracle.
My daddy said I'd be the teacher's pet.
School is really fun, according to my mom.
Cut out the bed. You've got to learn to listen, kids.
I tell you, if you're able to survive this mess, might be a prince or princess you soon see. There's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. Cause your life, as you know, is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail. I'm trapped inside this cage for ages. This prison cell. But if I try, I can't remember. And before my life had ended, or happy days were over, before I first heard the pealing of the bell. I was curious, so let me just ask 1,000 questions. But unless you want to suffer, listen up and I will teach you. I'll be able to. You listen here, I hear you. I just was a baby. You step out of line. You cry when you love me. You
Morning, children. Today is a very special day. It's your first day at school. Now, can anyone read this? Is the first word tomato? No, but tomato is a very good word.
Yes.
Matilda.
I can now read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words.
Well, I need this word to read words, so I prefer to read sentences, because basically a sentence is just a big bunch of words. And if you can't read sentences, you've got no chance with books.
And have you read a whole book yourself?
More than one. I love books. Last week I read quite a few.
A few. What did you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, The Lord of the Rings, Crime and Punishment, and Cat in the Hat.
Don't be pathetic. Just knock on the door.
And, why don't you stand there like more tissue and get on with it?
Headmistress, there's a girl in my class called Matilda Wormwood.
Daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood, who owns Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch out for that ward. Says she's a real brat.
Oh no, headmistress. I don't think Matilda is that kind of child at all.
What is the school motto, Miss Honey? Bominatum est migitum. Children are maggots. In fact, it must have been her with that stink bomb underneath my desk this morning. I'll have her for it. Thank you for suggesting it.
But I didn't. Miss Trunchbull, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense.
It's in my opinion that she should be placed in with the 11-year-olds.
We can't just place her in with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be? What about rules, honey? Rules.
I believe that Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules.
An exception to the rules in my school? Look at these trophies. See how my trophies gleam in the sunlight. See how they shine. What do you think it took to become English and champion 1969? Do you think in that moment when my big moment came, I treated the rules with casual disdain? No. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. If you want to make the team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children.
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time.
And if you want to teach success, you don't use sympathy or tenderness. You have to force the little squints to toe the line. Sing, Jenny. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. I apply just one simple rule to hammer throwing life and school. Life's ball, so learn to throw it. Find the valley line and tow it. And always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out. Stupid.
so lied.
Of course I lied.
And they didn't believe you.
Of course they didn't believe me. I have green hair.
I've got hair.
And what is another flaming book? What is so wrong with the telly?
Nothing, no, it's a lovely book. Honest, you should read it sometime. I'm sure you would.
Here's what I think you're a book.
Nope, stop, it's a library book.
Oh, you showed that little brat. Oh, I'm late for my dance lesson with Dolpho.
Now get out of here, you little snake worm.
We have a stupid room.
It's a cover. And while you're at it, why don't you stick that stupid little book to your stupid little face?
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're told you can do a lot, you mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right.
I'm not sure. You know that's right.
I'm a girl.
Matilda, how are those brains in your head give you a headache? I mean, they've got to hurt all squished in there.
No, it's fine. I think they just fit.
Well, I better stick around just in case it starts to squeeze out of your ears or something. And by the way, my name's Lavender, and I think it's probably for the best when we're best friends.
Pardon me! Someone put on a can of treacle on a Trunchbull chair. Someone told her I did it. Now she's after me. But that's not fair.
Once Agatha Trunchbull is found guilty, you're squished!
They're saying she's going to put me in choking. What's choking? They say it's a cupboard in her office that she throws junk into. That's why with nails, spikes, and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and this isn't quite enough to sit. Then even if you could, there are nails on the bottom, so you wish you stood. When the hinge is green and the door is closed, you may not see squat out the end of your nose. When you scream your help, with the sound came out. To scream in your head, even raise your mouth.
All right, when did this happen? 20 minutes ago. Oh, she's coming. Quick, lasers! Matilda, please don't slow down where I am. Now!
Where's the maggot known as Nigel?
He's over there under those coats. Where he's been for the last hour, actually.
What? An hour?
Oh, yes, you see, Nigel suffers from a rare but chronic sleeping disorder called narcolepsy. The sufferer falls asleep often without any warning. Put him under those coats for safety, didn't we? Didn't we?
Definitely.
When he wakes up, he'll probably think he's in bed. It's time for school here, Mom. Listen, Sergeant Paul, hello, Mr. Trunchbull.
Amanda Rick. What? Have I
Shut up! Why is this so hard? Help! I want the hair! I'm just gonna leave this on. It looks like rain.
Who is it?
Oh, yes, hello. My name is Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher.
They're busy right now.
It will only take a moment.
Well, come in if you must. This is Rodolfo, my dance partner. We're rehearsing. Ciao.
Ah, parla italiano? Bene.
What? Who's this babe? You know what interruptions you to my energy flow. What do you want, Miss Chutney?
It's Miss Honey, and well, as you know, Matilda is in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class aren't really expected to read.
Well,
and-
stop her reading then. Lord knows we've tried. I'm in the zone, doll. I can feel it in my hips. Don't waste this. I'm not in favor of girls, clever pants, Miss Hussy. Looks are more important than books. Now, look at you and look at me. You chose books, I chose looks. Good day.
Stop being pathetic, Jenny. Just get on your feet, Jenny. You're going to march in there and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more you'll just look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead, she's found me, pathetic little me, and another door closes, and Jenny's outside.
And so, the great day arrived. Everything was arranged by the acrobat's sister, a frightening woman who loved nothing more than to scare the children of the town, and who used to be an Olympic class hammer thrower. Suddenly, out came the escapologist.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage, has been canceled. Canceled because my wife is pregnant.
Now, just then, the acrobat's sister stepped forward and produced a contract. I have paid for the posters, publicity, the toilet facilities, the catering. Where is my profit? A contract is a contract. You two shall perform on this day, or off to prison you both shall go. No, what happened? I don't know yet. I'll tell you tomorrow.
Matilda, starting tomorrow, I shall bring you in a selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. You may sit and read them while I teach the others, and if you have any questions, well, I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound? You're gonna hug all the air out of me, Matilda. That's the biggest hug in the world.
Matilda Wormwood, where is...
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
Aha! So you admit it, did you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This morning, this fair carbuncle snuck my dessert into the kitchen and stole a slice of my private chocolate cake off of the tea tray.
No, I did not.
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda has been here all morning.
Standing up for the little spitball, are you? Well, this crime took place before school started. Therefore, she is guilty.
Okay, look, I stole the cake. And honestly, I was really, definitely, sort of, almost thinking of owning up, maybe, but I was having a lot of trouble with my stomach. And Trunchbull's cake was so good I scoffed it down too fast. It was beginning to fight back. Oh, my stomach. See?
I didn't do anything.
You are a thief and a crook, and I shall crush you.
A huge cloud of chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth and flew into the face of the Trunchbull.
Bruce Bogshrotter.
Yes, miss?
You liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, and I'm really sorry, but
As long as you enjoyed the cake, that's the main thing.
it is?
Yes, Bogshrotter, it is.
Oh, well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful, marvelous, it makes me so happy. It gives me a warm glow in my lower intestine. Oh, all maggots to Honey's classroom immediately. What's the matter, Bogshrotter? Lost your appetite?
Oh, yes, I'm full.
I will tell you when you are full. And I say that criminals like you are not full until they've eaten the entire cake.
What?
No, but and Mr. Toby, he should have thought of that before he decided to steal my cake. Eat!
You can't.
Eat! Eat!
A single slice, or even two, Bruce, might have been nice. But even you, Bruce, have to admit, between you and it, there's not a lot of difference in size. He can! He surely can! You are the man, Bruce! He might explode, he's quite elastic. Something fantastic, look at him, come on and watch, Bruce! Never get something to abuse, you're an extremist, all the truth, Bruce. Never swallow your tightening the noose, you never thought it was possible. But here it is coming true, we can have our cake and eat it too. The time has come to put that tongue to use. No excuse, Bruce. Without your belt, I think you want your trousers loose. Oh, stuff it in. You're almost finished. You'll fit it in. Whatever you do, just don't give in. Don't let them win. Come on, Bruce, be our hero. Cover yourself in chocolate glory. Oh, 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 oh.
What? Where?
Oh, did I not mention? This is the first part of your punishment. There's more. And the second part is choking.
No.
Miss Trunchbull, no, you can't. Who do you think I am, Miss Honey? Do you think I would allow myself to be defeated by these maggots? You think I'm a weakling? Idiot? You? Good showdown, Trojan, now come along.
No! No!
That's not right.
Matilda, thank God you're here. I'm dying for the next part of the story. I haven't slept a wink.
Miss Phelps, where's the revenge section?
What? Is there a trial this week with me like a bully?
Not a child, exactly. Would you like to hear the next part of my story?
What are we waiting for?
As they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat that had ever been performed, the acrobat reached out and gave her husband a squeeze.
Smile. 1,000 times.
First, I lean out and catch with one hand, and grab a fire extinguisher with the other. Put out the flames and especially design dress before they reach the dynamite and blow your head off.
Sorry. Go on.
The trick started well. The moment the dress was set alight, the acrobat swung into the air. She hurled over the sharks and spiky objects. Suddenly, the padlocks pinged open and the huge chains fell away. The escapologist reached out to catch his wife and the child.
Oh, I can't look!
Suddenly, he grabbed her hand and the flames are covered in foam, but making both be blown to pieces.
Alright, so it does have a happy ending.
No,
No?
the escapologist used a touch too much foam and the hand became slippy, so she fell.
Did she survive?
She broke every bone in her body, except for the ones at the ends of her little fingers. She lived long enough to have her child.
Love our daughter with all your heart. She's all we ever wanted.
And then, she died. And then, things got worse.
Worse? Oh no, Matilda, this can't get worse.
I'm afraid they did, because the escapologist was so kind. He never blamed the evil sister for what happened. In fact, he asked her to move in with him and help look after his daughter. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, beating her if she ever did the slightest thing wrong, but always in secret, so that the escapologist never suspected a thing.
Let's call the police.
Miss Phelps, it's just a story.
What? Oh, yes, of course. I better go.
When I grow up, I will be tall enough to reach the branches that you need to reach to climb the trees you get to climb when you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answer answers to before you're grown up. And I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will watch cartoons until my eyes go square. And I won't care, 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up. When I grow up, I will be strong enough to carry all the heavy things you have to haul around with you when you're a grown up. When I grow up, I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown up. I will hit these every day on the way to work. I'm gonna go to bed every night, and I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will spend all day just lying in the sun. And I won't care, 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up.
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Just because I find myself in this story, it doesn't mean that everything is written for me. If I think the ending is fixed already, I might as well be saying I think that it's okay, and that's not right.
Everyone, gather around. I want my family to share in my triumph. Not you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Whatever. Same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be.
Alright. 155 old beggars on my hands. How could I possibly make their mothers go back? I couldn't very well drive each one of them backwards, could I?
Backward.
But suddenly I had the most genius idea in the world. Using my incredible mind, I grabbed a drill, attached it to the speedometer, and I whacked it in reverse.
Backward.
Exactly. Within a few minutes I produced the mileage from practically nothing. Well then 10 minutes later the Russian showed. Expensive suits, dark glasses.
Russians are nocturnal. I saw them last night.
That was a program about badgers.
Same thing. And it didn't work. Fantastico! How did the forward also all day long?
But that's not fair. They trusted you, and you cheated them.
What have we done to deserve a child like you?
See what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to march down to that little school of yours and tell your teacher to never, ever, 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 ever let you into that school. Ever.
No, what?
No. And if she does, I will have her fired. And you will never, ever, 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 another you live, young man.
I'm a girl.
Now go to your room, you nasty little creep.
The escapologist's daughter suffered in silence, never saying a single word about the evil aunt's bullying. This only encouraged her into greater cruelties, until one day she exploded.
You are nasty, useless, filthy little creep!
So caught up in the grief, but I forgot the one thing that mattered to us first. I love you so much. I shall spend the rest of my life making it out to you.
But when the little girl fell asleep, escapologist's thoughts turned to the acrobat's sister.
Bullying children is her game, is it? Let's see what she can do when the wrath of grown man stands before her.
But that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father.
What are you doing with those books, woman?
They're for Matilda.
Not on my watch. There is an age for reading and an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads, aren't you, Bob Trotter?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. Only Bob Trotter here is a good toad.
Sit. Miss Honey, you believe in kindness, fluffiness, and books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach the child, you must first break the child. Quiet, you maggots!
But no one's speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
When I say quiet, you maggots, Miss Honey, you are entirely included in that statement. Where is my cup of water?
I'm Mrs. Trunchbull.
Stupid girl. Look what I found. New. I'm going to put it into his trunk with water. Quiet! Look at you. Flabby, disgusting, revolting, I say. I think it's time we've toughened you up a little bit of Suzette. This school of late has started reeking. Quiet, maggots, when I'm speaking. Reeking, most disturbing scent. Only the finest nosh will smell it, but I know it all too well. It is the odor of rebellion. It's the bouquet of dissent. The smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and the scent will get you sweating. And it won't be long before I smell the home of aching and abetting. A bit of Bizette will tell us who has a head full of rebellious don'ts. Hold, just like the rot egg floats the top of a bucket of water. Oh, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring your best throw back. Pocket of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Anarchy and progress. Once we've exorcised these demons, they shall be poo-pooed for scheming. Some double-time discipline should stop the rot we set him in. All righty, let's step it up. How about some double time? 1, 2, 3, 4. Discipline for children who are listening. Of this argument is an issue we get fixed. It is the most to factory. The art class initiative is discipline. I smell of rebellion. Stench of revolt, stirring of greed. You best classy, away from resistance. The pomp of dissent, the pump of moral fiber rotting. Let's bring this odor home. The smell of rebellion, the stench of greed. till you are squashed, till this rebellion is squashed. Your glorious sweaty discipline has gone. The sickening stench away. Teaching at all is cruelty. That is your best study. You are a weakling. You are a sniveling little newt. Who did this? Who put this in my water? You must have done this.
I didn't do anything.
You vile, repulsive, malicious little sinner.
Nasty bully.
How dare you speak to me that way? You are not fit to be in this school. You ought to be in the deepest, darkest, dankest prison. I shall have you wheeled out of here on a trolley with a muzzle over your mouth. I shall.
Have you done this? Will I have about how when I say secret? For example, there's a way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head. Someone says I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind omitted, these stories delivered to me fully written. When everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting, the noise in my head is incredibly loud, and I just wish they'd stop. My dad and my mom and the telly and the stories would stop for just once. I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. When the noise becomes anger, the anger is light, and the burning inside me would usually fade. But it's there today, and the heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding, my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything is quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet, like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I am warm, like I've sailed into the eye of the storm.
There is no length to which I shall not go, no punishment to which I shall not disobey. Go out, tip over. What's that? It's coming up my leg. It's the newt. It's heading north. I have the newt in my drawers. I have the newt in my drawers. I have the newt in my drawers.
Well, that was interesting. I think we better all go home while we still can. Matilda?
Watch. I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
Would you like a nice cup of tea?
What do you think this thing is? This thing with my eyes?
I cannot pretend I know, Matilda, but I don't think we should be afraid of it. I think it has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room in my head for all my brains, so they have to squeeze out in my eyes?
Well, not exactly, but yes, sort of. I met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh yes, he's always said, Matilda, I'm so very proud to have. That's not true, Miss Honey. That's not true at all. He calls me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
I see. Here we are. Home sweet home.
Miss Honey, are you poor?
Yes, very.
But don't they pay teachers very well?
Well, they don't actually, but I'm even poorer than most for other reasons. I used to live with my aunt, but one day I was out walking and I came across this beautiful old shed, and I fell completely in love with it. I then asked the farmer if I could move in. He thought I was crazy, but he agreed, and I've lived here ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. My father died when I was young. Magnus was his name, and he was very kind. But when he was gone, I moved in with my aunt, who was mean and cruel like you can hardly imagine. But then, when I got my job as a teacher, she produced a document saying that I had to pay her back every penny for looking after me all those years. She even made a document saying that my father had given her his entire house.
But do you really think he'd do that? Just give her his house?
I cannot believe he would, just as I could not believe he would have, killed himself.
You think she did it in?
I cannot say, Matilda. Besides, my aunt is a very
Who is she?
Matilda, I can't.
Who is she?
I can't.
Who is she?
It's
Miss Trunchbull.
Yes.
Let's call the police.
Matilda, we can't. We have no evidence.
This class is going to have a very special spelling test. One child gets any answer wrong. Here's the trophy. Let's start with you. Stand up and spell news. News. N-E-W-T. News. Wow. Miss Honey saw us. She's very good at teaching. Nonsense. You. Stand up, turn around and spell the one lead that you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G.
You are cheating. You're cheating?
I've taught them with kindness and patience and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom? And I will show that you know nothing of teaching. You, stand up and spell emicacello for my telekinesis. And let me warn you, it has silent letters. A-M-C-A-L-L-A. Oh, there's a silent C. You got it wrong. You're going to choke it. Cat. C-A-F. Cat. I got it wrong, miss. You have to take me too. What are you doing? Dog. D-Y-B. Dog. And me. Table. S-A-B-F-Y. And me.
You can't put us all in choking. Banana. G-T-A-A-B-L.
Stop this right now.
Bully. S-U-F-W. Revolting.
You have to put me in choking too. How can I put us all in choking? Come now, maggots. Do you think I had a gun at that? I built a choking for each and every one of you.
You got me.
No!
Never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. And we won't forget the day we fought for
Learn to be a little bit naughty.
trophy door slam. One beat Molly and went out to what
My mommy says I'm a miracle. Never get.
Never again will we live behind bars. Never again will we live what we are.
Revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs. We sing revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children to our revolting sun. And we'll have to try revolting. We're revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs. We sing revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children to our revolting sun. And we'll have to try revolting. We're revolting.
We'll find out where the chalk is stored.
We can ask you how we like, and that's the wrong we start. Everyone and all our team. We're listening healthy, so we gotta stay inside the line. We're at the same time. There's nothing that Trunchbull can do. We're not ever ending. You can push us too hard. We are rebellious.
Revolting time.
A few days later, I received a letter saying that my parents' will had turned up, and now that I was now the new owner of the beautiful old house once owned by Trunchbull.
The trophies were immediately destroyed, and a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey. It was said that it's the best school in all of the land.
Matilda never used her powers again because she said she no longer had a need for her powers, but she was still stuck with parents who were mean and cruel and called her names.
Come on, we're going to Spain forever, and we are never coming back.
Spain, but why? Because this twit brains with 155 old bangers from Russian mafia.
Oh, they're here. Hide. What if they damage my legs? My beautiful legs.
Where is your father?
I don't know.
The Wormwood is a very stupid man, and assumed I was stupid too. And that is a very, very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes, but I'm afraid my father is very rude and very, very stupid.
You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I do not often get to deal with smart people like you. Most of the people I deal with, their thinking is all backwards.
Backwards!
Double uh-oh.
I can have one of my friends teach
your father manners. And one day, when he gets back from the hospital, he will still be stupid, but not so rude. What do you say?
That is a very tempting offer, but I think I've had enough of revenge.
Your father is very, very lucky to have you, little girl. Quick, let's get out of here before they change their minds.
Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon.
I would look after her and I would pay for everything.
Oh, so you mean leave our daughter here with you?
Dad, you called me your daughter.
Well, yes. But do you want to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes, I do.
And you would look after her.
Yes.
Well, I guess we're a bit short of room, so yeah.
Thank you.
And she leapt into Miss Honey's arms.
And hugged her.
And she hugged her back, and they barely even noticed as the wormwoods
And Rudolph.
and Rodolfo sped away